Okay, I'm going to call the meeting to order, 7:30. Do we have any citizen comments, Natalie, that you know of?
No, none were submitted to me.
Okay, all right. So next is approval of the minutes, September 10th. Is anybody?
Debbie, Matt has his hand up.
Oh, I'm sorry, Matt. What?
Debbie, I noticed Mr. Tan was present this evening, and I just wanted to offer him an invitation to speak at public comment. We had
Oh,
talked
absolutely.
on that issue earlier in the week.
Okay, Miss. I think you have to unmute.
Do you all hear me?
Now we can, yeah.
Now you
Welcome.
can. Well, thank you very much. I appreciate the assistance, Mr. Mitchell, in understanding the protocol. At the outset, I want to thank you, Mr. Commissioner Mitchell, and Alderperson Fleming for assisting me with this opportunity to propose that a horseshoe game is added to the menu of activities offered by Leiter, Cayman West, and Cayman East Parks with respect to the communities that those parks ably serve. My wife Linda and I reside within walking distance of these parks and have grown over the course of our 30-year residence to appreciate the contribution these parks make to the well-being of the communities they serve. This contribution comes in significant part in the form of a menu of activities that include basketball, baseball, soccer on the one hand, and ice skating and cross-country skiing on the other. I propose adding the game of horseshoes to this menu of activities to enhance the contribution the parks make to the well-being of the communities they serve. The de minimis investment required to realize this enhanced contribution augurs in favor of adding horseshoes to the park's menu of activities. This investment funds the cost of constructing and maintaining at least 2 horseshoe pits, each with dimensions of 36 inches wide and 72 inches long. Each pit would be excavated to a depth of 4 inches to accommodate a sand base. The center of each pit would be occupied by a metal stake that's at least 15 inches above ground and that leans toward the opposite pit. Each pit would be directly opposite the other at a distance of 40 feet from stake to stake. To avoid any hazard the in-ground stakes may present to others, the stakes would be removed at the conclusion of any game. In fact, as I see it, the investment would not include the stakes or the horseshoes. Each of these items would be provided by any user of the pit. I submit that the addition of the game of horseshoes will facilitate community interaction, accommodating socialization, beneficial to the community's well-being. I leave my proposal with you for your consideration and remain available to you for any questions, comments, or other reasonable requests.
Okay, I for one like it. I like that. Interesting, but we don't have a discussion on it now because we don't discuss after citizen comment, but I think we can put it on the agenda for next time, isn't that right?
Sure.
Okay.
So you're not prepared to provide immediate reaction to the proposal?
I don't know that we can. How do you guys, what's the deal? Can we, it's because it's not on the agenda, is it something we can decide?
I don't think we can decide today.
What I would be looking for is any immediate reaction. However, if there is none, I'm certainly prepared to accommodate whatever procedure you have to further consider my proposal.
Okay, Charlie, or Matt?
Sure, I'd love to jump in. So, Mr. Tan, generally, the way the rules of the meeting are is commissioners can't respond directly to citizen comment. So if you have a comment, it doesn't become a back and forth. Your comment stands alone. This issue itself is not on the agenda. It sounds like there's consensus to put it on the agenda for next month. I heard two commissioners express interest. I'd throw my weight behind that.
So Commissioner Mitchell, you can put it on the agenda tonight, but you would have to vote on what you wanted to do next month. But you could have a discussion tonight if you wanted to. It's up to the commissioners. If they decide they want to put that on, they can add it.
So I, for one, am not prepared to talk substantively about it. We did, Mr. Tan, I forwarded your email to Mr. Rosinski, the executive director, and I think some of the next steps would be looking at the legal implications, insurance implications, and maybe some rough cost as well as rough interest in the proposal.
And,
So I think
and Mr. Mitchell, I'm willing to be a resource for that consideration.
that would be great.
Thank you. Okay. Any other citizen comments that came up while we were, Natalie? No, I don't know where she is. Okay.
I'm here. No,
Oh,
that was it.
That was it? Okay. Approval of the minutes.
Make a motion to approve the minutes for
September
September
10th.
10th.
Okay. Do I have
Second the
a,
motion.
okay. Any discussion? Okay, are we ready to vote? Okay, vote on the motion to approve the minutes September 20th. We have to call roll, right?
September 10th.
10th, I'm sorry.
Commissioner Braun,
Yes,
Coyne,
Yes.
Gaines, oh, she's not here, McCourt,
Yes.
and Mitchell.
Yes.
okay. Do I entertain a motion to approve the petty cash expenditures?
It's probably go, let's do the bills first. Brian, take a,
Yeah, usually
Oh,
do
right. Oh, I see. Okay.
do the
Sorry.
bills first.
Yep. Okay.
Commissioner Braun, if I can serve no further purpose, I'm going to sign out.
Okay, thank you for coming.
Thank you for entertaining my proposal. And again, I'm available to serve as a resource for any future consideration of my proposal.
That's great. Thank you.
Thank you, commissioners. Have a good evening.
You too.
Mhm.
All right. Where are we? The bills.
Okay, you ready for me to go over the unusuals?
yes.
Okay. As we go down, Axe Academy is a partnership class we had, was successful. That's their form of payment, their amount of payment. Chase Payment Tech is payroll or payment processing fees for online registrations. Obviously, Citgo's usual. Dr. Effiam is her contract, which is on the agenda later on, just to approve and sign it. So there you see it. Elaine Feddersen is a refund. As we go further down, Quill is a semi-large bill, but that's building, cleaning supplies, and sanitation items for COVID. Psychage is a first payment for the audit that's underway. That's approximately more than half, slightly more than half. Sunrise Tree, we lost a diseased mulberry tree just south of the garden. It was about 2/3 dead. Sunrise took it down. Two Brothers Heating and Cooling was a motor for the fan in the Cayman furnace. And that's it. You may have a hard copy in front of you. There's two water bills that are the same. your total to approve should be $24,305.48.
300 and what? 24,305.48.
$5.48.
Okay.
The
Can I just
duplicate
ask one
water
question?
bill.
Can I ask one question?
Sure.
What was the disease of the tree?
I don't know. It was, I don't know. Ruben pointed it out to me. I called Sunrise and he just said the branches, 2/3 of it were just not growing.
But it
It was
wasn't emerald ash or Dutch elm or
Not on a
That
mulberry.
would be an elm tree. You know,
a
this was,
mulberry tree?
yeah, it was, I don't know, to be honest with you. But there's no other trees in the area that are under stress.
Okay, thanks. I'll make a motion to approve the bills in the amount of $24,305.48.
Okay, do you have a second?
Second?
Okay, roll call vote. I vote yes.
Thank you.
Uh-huh.
Dan Coyne,
Yes.
McCourt,
Yes.
and Mitchell.
Yes.
Okay, we're gonna go to the reports. Brian?
Petty cash?
Petty cash.
We gotta do petty cash.
Petty cash, that's what okay, for some reason, all right.
Okay. So I'll go through some of the unusuals. Amazon was bean bags, markers, and tape for our floors for COVID distancing. American Meadows, just seeds. Facebook was a promo. GoFundMe was, we had talked to Martha. Wesley's mom had passed away a couple of weeks ago. Wesley Shaver's employee. So we, Ridgeville donated there. IAPD, it was FOIA and Open Meetings Act books. Jewel Osco was a gift card for another Ridgeville situation. Iden, I don't, shouldn't go into details, but was sent to Iden's family. MailChimp emails over 2,000. Meineke Garden Center, hay and compost for the 908 Seward Garden. Nicholas Garden Nursery, garlic bulbs. Sticker Mule, just promo stickers, Ridgeville logo. United States Post Office, we sent out soil testing for the 908 Seward Gardens. Maggie Weber is Bike the Ridge School of Rock from Bike the Ridge, I'm sorry, School of Rock played, and Zoom before this meeting and meetings.
Okay. And the total is 892.83.
Correct.
Okay.
Make a motion to approve petty cash in the amount of $892.83.
Okay, do I have a second?
Mitchell seconds.
Okay. I vote yes.
Okay, Coyne,
Just a point of order. I think you need to call the name of the commissioner first before they vote so people listening know who voted yes.
sure. Gaines, or Braun,
Yes.
yes, Coyne,
Yes.
McCourt,
Yes.
Mitchell.
Yes.
Okay, pass. Approval of petty cash. Brian, your report?
Sure. In the past month, the entire staff has worked to help prepare documents for the 2019-2020 audit. Treasurer Gibbs had most of the duties to accomplish this, and he did a great job. The good news is we are far ahead of our audit schedule as in comparison to last year. Treasurer Gibbs will have a little more of an update in his report. Natalie is busy with programs and spring summer brochure. She's done a fine job coordinating fall, winter programs in a creative way to battle COVID-19. She also has coordinated the soil testing for our gardens. Results from the testing is complete and positive. We're in good shape there. The maintenance crew have been busy inside and out. The recent rain, which was actually 3.5 weeks ago, has them back on their cutting schedule. They also finished the main office renovation by painting Jessica's office. Unfortunately, we lost a mature mulberry tree, which I already told you about in the bill. Sunrise removed it on September 29th. We had more requests for outdoor memorial services due to COVID-19. We had them on September 25th and September 26th at Elks Park. Both gatherings were under 50 in attendance with social distancing and masks used. We also received requests for adult usage of Cayman East Park for socially distanced soccer drills and games and touch football. Football's on Mondays, soccer on Thursdays from 6 to 8. We will need to approve the 908 Seward bid for paving of the driveway and parking lot tonight. The bid is out. You've got the results in your packet. A few interesting things to talk about that, but we'll wait till the agenda item. Finally, we have 3 reviews on the agenda in an executive session. Ruben Sierra, Marcos Cruz, and Jessica Parr. A few items that are not on my report that have come up in the last week. 908 Seward got a new furnace today. It will be expensive. It's going to be in the $7,000 range. It's a big furnace, heats the boilers, and then the pumps go up to the radiators throughout the 3 floors. Also, Illinois Public Risk Fund, we will get a $1,000 grant to help with COVID-19 expenses. We got one last year also. And finally, IAPD's annual conference in January will be virtual. Details to come. That's it.
Okay, very good. Any,
Could I just have a question?
sure.
Brian, was there a concern about the soil in the gardens that we had
No,
to
it
test?
was just a request by our garden professional, just standard testing.
Just
First
standard
time we'd never done it before, but we did it, and it's a good idea because we're next to a main road, and
A
then
lot of people are doing that in gardens this year. I don't know
Okay.
why.
with
Yeah.
with Ridge Avenue and exhaust and all that kind of stuff, soils can carry lead, and then at any rate,
Okay.
we came back good.
Okay, great, thank you.
We're good. All right. Thank you, Brian. Is Jerry here? There he is. Jerry. Okay.
I've been here all along.
Have you?
Notable activity, as has been mentioned, the annual audit is in progress. The field work was done remotely due to COVID-19. All the reports and information were provided electronically. That took a lot of extra time on our part, but overall the process seemed to work quite well. Now we're awaiting a draft of the annual report. Typically, we get that sometime in November. At some point, you may have already gotten the request, or it may come later. I don't know because they don't share the timeline with me, but I recall last year and maybe the year before, there's kind of an extra step, new steps to the process where they request additional information from many parties. And I think you commissioners get a survey or something. I just would remind you, if you get that, please be very responsive. It's already come out. Please give it priority getting an answer back to them so our audit results are not delayed. That's pretty much it. I do not have any regular monthly reports at this time because the general ledger for the new year hasn't been opened. Until I see a draft of the audit, I don't know what the opening balances for the new fiscal year are. And that kind of limits what I can do as far as opening the general ledger, posting financial data, and creating reports. That's all I got.
All you got? Thank you.
Just a heads
Okay.
up, I got the questionnaire about
Question?
8 days ago, just so you know.
Okay. Any other comments? All right. Natalie?
Hey.
Hey.
So this month we're celebrating Muslim American heritage with a reading of Native Believer by Ali Iteres. The Ridgeville Readers Book Club will meet on October 25th for discussion, and all are welcome. Bike the Ridge, we partnered with the City of Evanston again this year on our annual Bike the Ridge event. School of Rock played a concert. There were food trucks. It was a gorgeous day. We had a ton of people come out, and it was a really lovely event. Special Needs Social Dances with Yuta and the High Dukes have resumed their monthly dances at Ridgeville Park. As with all of the indoor programs that we're running, we've set a capacity limit, which meant that it was sold out. It was actually a nice day that they met, so they actually danced outside, so that was really lovely. But off to a good start, and happy to be working with Taryn and Yuta again. Studio 908 classes are off to a great start. I only had to cancel one class for low registration, which is wild. We're successfully running 32 classes this fall, some online, some in person, and some are kind of a hybrid of both. We've had lots of those classes sell out to capacity. The 12-week session ends December 12th. My instructors have been fantastic. The groups that we're partnering with, Grupo Axe Capoeira is with us this session. The Imaginary Game is with us this session, doing a terrific job of making sure people stay masked and distanced and safe. Also very, very grateful to V, Witter, Ruben, and Marcos for keeping the facilities super clean. They're doing a really terrific job. Our Fall Frenzy is scheduled for October 15th. We're gonna host it outside. So the Fall Frenzy is an event that used to be kind of doubled with Bike the Ridge. We're making it a separate event this year in place of the Halloween happening. So it'll be outside. We're gonna have a band play. So there will be a concert from 4 to 5:30. There's gonna be pumpkins for carving and decorating. We're having an art pop-up workshop, and of course, lots of candy. People are welcome to come in costume or come as they are just to enjoy the music and have a good time outside. And hopefully the weather is as beautiful next week as it was this week. Gardens, Catherine Egan has been working with volunteers to harvest the fall crops for the food pantry and to get our gardens ready for the winter. They're planting some cover crops and some more wildflower seeds that will bloom in the spring. Thank you to her and everybody who has volunteered in our gardens. They look terrific. If you walk past, I think most of the parks at this point have had wildflowers planted around the signs, the park signs, and they look really terrific.
Great. Yeah.
They look really, really beautiful.
Yeah.
And Abby Schumacher is our garden to table instructor. And she was the one actually who requested that we test the soil at the Ridgeville Garden for lead and just do a general test. Most of the students plant within their beds that they rent, and that's not so much an issue, but they are starting to plant a lot around the perimeter in the ground. And so that was why she wanted us to test. It's pretty routine. The test results came back great. So it's no problem, but that was going to help her decide if they should be flower planting or if it was safe to plant food that could be eaten. So all is well. That's me.
Sounds great. Any comments?
I think you said this, but the Fall Frenzy replaces the inside event that you had last year.
Yeah, so we were gonna do that this year anyway. Is move away from the Halloween fall event and more into like a kind of a festival that was more geared towards like families, where we can engage like families and individuals. So that worked out. But yeah, so that will be outside, fully outside. The pumpkin carving will be outside. The concert obviously is outside on the stage. That'll be our last concert of the season. The concerts did so well this summer and folks came out for Bike the Ridge and loved it. So you know what, if we can squeeze one more in, let's do it.
Yeah, really.
That's great.
Yeah.
Great job, Natalie, as usual.
I am looking for some adults to come and help pass out candy. So if anybody is available on October 15th, I welcome you with open arms.
I might be. I'll let you know tomorrow.
I'll try to do it.
Great. Thank you.
You have to be in costume?
You don't have to, but I will love it.
All right, package costume ready.
How about a mask?
Well, absolutely.
Yeah, what are you gonna be, a citizen? Okay, is J.C. Herman here? The Ready Committee. Yay, there's J.C., welcome.
Thank you.
And go ahead.
I was gonna say, I come to you all with my new hat today. I come on behalf of the Ready Committee to update you all on our meeting last month. So essentially, our meeting was all about the Open Meetings Act. We met for the purposes of determining whether the committee is governed by those rules. In the interest of transparency, we are going to begin opening up our meetings after December, in the beginning of the new year. And up until then, we are going to be looking through the report that Dr. Effiam provided to the Park District. And we're going to be developing a charter and other organizational and equity statements and such to guide our committee along the way.
Very, very good.
Any questions or comments?
No, sounds great.
Excellent. Thank you, JC. All right. Mitchell, Matt, sorry. Old business, you want to discuss the amendments or?
I don't. With President Gaines gone, I'd move to table the amendments
Discussion.
regarding the barbecue.
Okay. Do we don't vote on that, right? It's just tabled, right?
I'll make a motion to table the amendment for the discuss the amendment of the general ordinance.
Second, that's Coin.
Okay, let's vote.
Hi.
Hi, what happened?
I don't know. It just said the host closed the meeting.
Who was that? I don't know. Okay, roll call?
Braun,
Yes.
Coin,
Yes.
McCourt,
Yes.
Mitchell.
Yes.
Okay. We will table that. And Matt, the politics inspired by the IAPD, that one?
I'd move to table that as well.
Table that as well? Okay. Roll
Second.
call? Oh, right, sorry.
McCourt seconds.
Okay,
Okay. 1 second.
McCourt was second.
Okay, Braun,
Yes?
Coin,
Yes.
McCourt,
Yes.
Mitchell.
Yes.
Okay, we will table that till the next meeting. Now, the next one is by Martha. So do we just make a motion to table that until she returns, right? Okay. All right, I'll make a motion to table that until Martha returns.
McCourt seconds.
Roll call?
Braun,
Yes?
Coin,
Yes.
McCourt,
Yes.
Mitchell.
Yes.
Okay, that will be tabled until Martha returns. New business. Brian, Dr. Effiam? We don't discuss it. Okay, we're gonna approve that contract, Brian?
Yes, and then I'll have catch up with Martha and she'll sign it.
Okay,
Is Martha aware of it? I mean, I assume Martha's seen this.
yeah,
And she's okay?
Yes.
yeah.
So before we do that, Brian, can you tell us what the payment terms are under the contract?
You know, we're paying $2,500 now. The second term of agreement would be September 24th and end March 1st. Either party may cancel this agreement on 14 days notice. And then, let's see. Oh, I'm sorry, $2,500 due on signing, which is today. I was on the bills. I'm sorry, put that in my face. $2,500 due December 1st, 2021, and $2,500 due on March 1st, 2021. I'm sorry, that must be.
Dr. Effiam, is that what you thought the terms were?
What's that?
Dr.
I
Effiam,
was asking Dr. Effiam if she thought those were the terms.
I'm
but she
sorry.
might not be there.
I think, yeah, I don't,
So my concern is the contract that I reviewed may not be accurate because it refers to a December 31, 2021 payment.
That's got to be a typo.
And so I suspect it was intended to be 2020. And I think before the contract's signed, we should square that away. That's all.
so,
Looks like a typo, just,
yeah,
I think so.
change it and then have somebody initial it.
yeah.
Yeah.
It's actually 2021's in a different budget year. So, that's
Yeah,
not-
yeah.
I think it's a mistake, but I just want to make sure.
So, can we still,
I will double check before Martha signs it.
okay, but can we approve it? I mean, can we make a motion to approve it tonight even before it's corrected?
Sure, with
With those corrections?
Yeah.
Okay, all right. I'll make a motion to approve the contract with Dr. Patricia Effiam with the corrections that were just discussed by Charlie and Brian.
McCourt will second.
Okay,
I have a question then.
okay. Who's
Just a
that?
clarification.
Dan?
This
Okay.
is Coin, yeah. Clarification, so is this a contract that's $2,500 per quarter for an annual basis?
It's not a quarter, it's 3 payments. The last being March 1st, 2021, which would take care of the last quarter. We've already finished the first quarter. So it's actually just 3 payments of $2,500.
Over 9 months?
Well, it's over a year, but the last payment would be March 1st, 2021.
Well, what we're approving is, I'm just asking what we're approving now. Is it a 12-month contract or is it a 9-month contract?
It's
6 months
It was
contract.
always discussed as a 12-month contract for the year, for the budget year.
Yeah, but you're approving a $7,500 payment.
Okay, $7,500, just for clarification, $7,500 over the next 6 months? Is that
Yeah.
right? And it ends the end of March.
End of March.
The last
Okay.
payment was-
All right,
The
just
payment ends at the end of March.
Okay, thank you.
Okay, any other discussion? Roll call?
Braun,
Yes.
Coin,
Yes.
McCourt,
Yes.
Mitchell. Mitchell,
Yes.
thank you.
Okay, the contract with Dr. Effiam is approved. The driveway bid. You know what? My computer is like, everything I say is repeating to me. That's why I don't, okay. Brian, you want to,
Sure. So here's where we're at with the bids. We got 3 bids. You all got the hard copy yesterday. All-Star Asphalt, $34,500. Schroeder Asphalt, $44,308. Johnson Paving, $39,900. Typically, we would take the low bid of All-Star Asphalt, $34,500. But there is a problem with All-Star. They were very upfront and honest. They cannot get the bonding requirement that we require in the standard contract. Bonding simply means they're basically insured to make the payments to finish the job, whether that's payroll or the asphalt trucks, the asphalt itself. So they cannot get bonded. So they do good work. They came back with good reviews, but with taxpayers' money, I would not hire them unless they could be bonded, and they cannot. So my suggestion is to approve Johnson Paving at $39,900, and they are a great company, a large company. They've already forwarded their insurance to me, and they can be bonded, and they will be bonded.
Okay.
I have Court, I have a question. So Brian, what does that mean basically? That they don't have insurance?
No, they have insurance for their workers and stuff. They cannot purchase, they don't have enough money in the bank to cover themselves, basically, to assure us that the project could be done.
To finish the job,
So
basically.
Yes.
it's a performance bond, meaning that you have an insurer that's standing out there guaranteeing that they will perform under the contract. If they begin to perform and then fail to finish, you can then say to the insurer, you guys got to come in here and make this good. And that's their role in the transaction. And it's particularly important because once All-Star starts performing and they start doing some work, it may and they stop, it may actually, Johnson Paving comes along, they may look at that and say, you know, from here, it's going to cost us more than we would have bid if we bid the project originally.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Once we have a motion and a second, I have a question too.
I'll make a motion to approve the Johnson Paving contract at $39,900.
I'll second it.
This is Coyne. My question is, Brian, with the equity lens, how do these different bids line up with the equity lens? Are any of these minority-owned businesses?
To the best of my knowledge, no, but I don't know that for fact. We posted it in the Evanston Review. It was posted on Constant Construct, which is a construction website, so to speak, and it was out there for everyone to see, but I couldn't tell you if either or any of these companies are minority owned.
Just a note that with our equity efforts, I think any bids that we have should have an equity lens. And in the future, I just hope that our staff can do a better job on trying to identify minority businesses that can help us with our projects. Thank you.
I'd like to just say something. Never mind. Go ahead. Okay. Oh, we ready to vote? Okay, roll call.
Braun,
Yes.
Coyne,
Yep.
McCourt,
Yes.
Mitchell.
Yes.
Okay, we approved the contract. All right. Call
Just
the
just a question. When do they plan to start, Brian?
Oh, I'm glad you asked that question. Here's the situation. A few of the companies have contacted the city of Evanston regarding permit for this job, and permits with the city of Evanston in a job this size are out 4 to 6 weeks. So we will not be able, the asphalt mills or furnace or whatever the proper term is, they pretty much shut down around Thanksgiving. So we will not get the job done in the spring, 90% sure. It'll be done first thing, I'm at 90 in the fall. We won't get the job done before Thanksgiving, and then the mills shut down. So we'll get it done first thing in the spring. We'll sign the contract, it'll all be set to go.
So we'll go after the permits now, I take it.
Yes, absolutely. As soon as he signs the contract, that company will then go apply for the permit, but it's 4 to 6 weeks. The city has informed these contractors.
Okay.
It's you can't see people in person unless it's like a roof or something, but you have to fill out the forms.
They would do it in May, maybe April,
They
May.
would do it in May.
May.
Yeah.
Okay.
Okay. Call of the commissioners? Julie, or do I do it? Okay. I'll go first.
You can go. Yeah.
Okay, I have nothing. Thank you. And Cohen?
Yeah, just a shout out to all the volunteers and staff who will be helping out with the voting around Evanston and Cook County. Next time we meet, the election will be over, the national election, and just encourage all of our constituents to please exercise their constitutional rights and vote.
Matt?
Thank you. I wanted to say thank you to everybody who worked at Bike the Ridge. It was great. A lot of happy people being happy outside. So thank you. It seemed very safe. Everybody was masked up. Also, my condolences to Wes Shaver's family on the loss of his mother. Just heard that tonight.
Oh, yeah. Okay, McCourt?
No.
Okay. Are there citizen comments? No. All right, so do we adjourn and then go into executive session, correct? So do I hear a motion to
Make a
adjourn?
motion to adjourn into executive session.
Second.
Thank
Mitchell?
you. All right, and then we have a different phone number. Right.
Yeah. Okay. So
Do we have to roll call to adjourn the meeting vote? Okay, sorry. Go ahead, Julie.
Yep. Braun,
Yes.
Coin,
Yes.
McCourt,
Yes.
and Mitchell.
Yes.
Okay, so we're going to adjourn and then we leave this meeting and then call the number and go into the next meeting, correct?
yes, and we can't have two meetings running at the same time. So I'm going to end this meeting, and I just need one of you to text me when you're ready for me to open this back up.
Okay,
Okay. If you have any trouble with executive session, just call me or text me.
okay. Thank you.
So do I come back to this meeting later or do I just say goodbye?
No, you say goodbye.
You
You can
said,
say goodbye.
Okay,
I'll tell you what time.
Okay, thank you.
Mhm.
Good night.
thank you.
Thank-
Okay, I'd like to entertain a motion to, how do you do that? To pass
You can
the,
just make a motion. Go ahead and
just
make
make
the
a motion for what? Okay. Make a motion to accept what we discussed in executive session?
Well, I think we need to be more specific.
Yeah, I'd do it individually.
Okay, I'd like to make a motion to approve Jessica Parr's, I mean, we don't say the numbers and everything in open meeting though, right?
I would
Well,
give the percentage increase and the bonus.
Okay. Jessica, 4% increase in wages and a $500
Performance.
COVID performance bonus.
I second the motion.
Matt seconded. Okay.
Okay. All right.
I could do a roll call. Commissioner Braun,
Yes.
Commissioner McCourt,
Yes.
Commissioner Mitchell.
Yes.
Okay.
All right. It's approved. Okay, so now Marco, I'm sorry. Should I make that motion too? All right, I'll make a motion to approve a 4% raise for Marco Cruz as well as a $500 COVID performance bonus. Thank you.
Second.
Matt seconds.
Okay,
Commissioner Braun,
yes.
Commissioner McCourt,
Yes.
Commissioner Mitchell.
Yes.
Okay.
And, okay, so that passes, and I'd like to make a motion for, to approve a 4% raise for Ruben Sierra, as well as a $500 COVID bonus, COVID bonus.
Second the motion.
Thank you.
Commissioner Braun,
Yes.
Commissioner McCourt,
Yes.
Commissioner Mitchell.
Yes.
Okay. So now I'll entertain a motion to adjourn.
Motion to adjourn. You made a motion to adjourn. I'll second.
Commissioner Braun,
Yes.
Commissioner McCourt,
Yes.
Commissioner Mitchell.
Yes.
It's 8:43. Okay.
All right.
Natalie, are you gonna put those minutes together or give them to Julie? Then I will.
Yes, I will send her an email with those minutes, and I will splice together the first video with this video.
Okay, great. Thank you very much.
Hey, thanks, guys, for bearing
Night.
with me.
Thanks. Great job, Debbie.
Thanks, Debbie. Great work.
Good night. Well, at least we're early.
Yeah, 8:43.
You did it.
Go Bears.
All right.
Night.
Good night.